gourmet cooks out there, and welcome back to another video with Glameres Gems Gourmet Recipes. So I know it's been a minute since I filmed, but I wanted to come back and share with you all my recipe for my pizza baked lasagna. You could also substitute this recipe with spaghetti, but I don't have any spaghetti noodles tonight, so we're gonna go ahead and use what we have to get what we want. So with that being said, let's jump into the recipe or the ingredients. So you'll need a box of lasagna, a bag of pepperoni, your choice of ground meat. I'm using ground turkey. I have my 2 jars of spaghetti sauce. I use the garden style. I just love the zucchini, squash, and bell pepper in there. Parmesan cheese, seasoned salt, onion, garlic powder, paprika. I'm using basil, oregano, and also parsley, as well as a little bit of black pepper, minced garlic, and an onion. And then I'm going to go ahead and grate up some cheese to go ahead and put in between. And also you'll need a little bit of milk, but you'll see me add that in throughout the video. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into the recipe. In a heated skillet, go ahead and add in your ground turkey or your ground beef. And we're going to go ahead and season this meat. So I have my seasoned salt here, my garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, black pepper, and we're just going to go ahead and brown this meat. So once you went ahead and brown all of your meat, you want to go ahead and drain it. And then at this time you can taste it, especially if you're using ground turkey, because it doesn't retain seasonings the way normal ground beef does. So I did add a little bit of seasoned salt and black pepper to it. So now we're going to go ahead and add in our tomato sauce. So for my lasagna, I normally get the no boil pasta shells. However, I do like the way the traditional ones look. So I'm going to use 8 shells, and I'm going to go ahead and boil these until they are al dente. So we're going to go ahead and just add those in just like that, and they'll melt down into the water. So we'll be back in just a moment. So now you want to go ahead and start grating your cheese while your pasta is boiling. And this is just some Colby Jack Monterrey. You can always buy the shredded cheese if you prefer, but I just like how block cheese melts. It just, to me, melts so much better when you grate it. So we're going to go ahead and grate this because we're going to make a cheese sauce. I'm not using the Colby Jack Monterrey cheese for the sauce, but you'll see exactly how I'm doing it. In a heated skillet, you want to go ahead and add in just a tiny little bit of olive oil. just to kind of give that sauce a nice glaze to it. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is just add in a little tiny bit of butter. All right, then I'm gonna just add in a tiny little bit of butter. So now I'm gonna add in a little bit of flour. And you're gonna mix the flour around until it kind of clumps up. Go ahead and add in some milk. I'm just gonna mix this around. But what I'm gonna add in here is some Parmesan cheese. And I'm just adding grated Parmesan cheese. If you have shredded Parmesan cheese, that will be a little bit better. So I'm gonna add that in. And that's gonna give it a nice flavor. And this is where you'll add in your parsley. And your basil. And just a tiny bit of Italian seasoning. And just to kind of balance it out, I'm just gonna do a tiny little half of a teaspoon of sugar. Just like that. I'm also going to take just about that much of cream cheese and add that in. And we'll just mix this around evenly until it starts to thicken. I also added in just a pinch of salt, so just literally pinch your fingers in some salt, and it is perfect. And as you can tell, it's starting to get thick, so that's exactly how you want it to start looking. So you just keep on stirring it because you do not want it to burn or stick to the pan. But if you're able to kind of move it like this and it kind of separates, you know that you're basically got it to the consistency that it's supposed to be. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start putting everything together. So the first thing that you wanna do is you wanna take some of your meat sauce, and we're gonna go ahead and lay that on the first layer. And you would do your normal lasagna just like this. And I make my lasagna just like this actually. The only difference is I do a ricotta cheese in the middle in substitute of the cheese sauce we made tonight. And if you want that recipe, you can check out my rigatoni bake recipe. I'll link it for you all so you can kind of see it if you want to just binge like some spaghetti recipes that I have. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take 3 of my shells and I'm going to lay them flat. My mama needs to stop blowing me up. Doesn't she know I'm trying to make a video? If you're watching this video, mama, just chill, girl. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay my shells down just like this. See? And I like to lay them kind of like, I don't know, like high, then down, and then up high again. I don't know if that makes sense. But that's how I like to do them. So now what you're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna take that cheese sauce and we're gonna just kind of pour that over top of the shells. And you can be as heavy or as sparse as you would like. But when you're, whoever you're serving, when they taste this, they're gonna be like, oh my goodness, what is this hidden little stuff that I taste? It's so good, you know? So now I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of cheese. And you'll just sprinkle that on top. And then we're gonna lay down our pepperonis in no particular order. You'll just lay that down. And then we're gonna load up that meat. Alright everyone, so this is my finished and completed pizza baked lasagna. So as you can tell, it's very nice and cheesy and toasted on the top and very flavorful on the inside. So we're gonna let this sit for about, you wanna let it sit for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes before serving it. So once a few minutes has passed, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it and show you what it looks like plated. So just stay tuned. Definitely came out really good. So you just want to give it like 10 minutes. So if you all are liking videos like this, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload videos. I've been slacking with my quantity. There's plenty of videos there. I just have to edit, but that's neither here nor there. So I hope that you all would definitely try this recipe. Let me know in the comment section below how it turned out for you, or if you decide to tweak it, how that works out for you. Finally, if you decide to do this as the pizza baked spaghetti versus pizza baked lasagna, all you would do would be mix in your spaghetti with your meat sauce and still use the same concept as I did when I showed you just to layer it. And that's the only difference. And you can always add more pepperonis or however you want to make it work. But thank y'all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.